Hey guys, and welcome to tonight's Soul Wellbeing show. My name's Vicki Haspels, and I'm the traveling tarot teacher. Also, conscious mystic. I like to have that name as well, or label as well. So, li- um, each week, I like to talk about an emotional response that we have um, within ourselves and how it actually reflects when we are communicating with other people, how it actually affects us when we um, are doing readings for people, when we are communicating with our friends and our relatives and so forth, and how we can use those emotions or recognize those emotions. And the reason, hi guys, the reason I like to talk about particular emotions because in the work that I do, a lot of times people do not recognize their emotions. They don't. When I ask them to express how they're feeling, they can't name. They know that they're feeling something, but they can't name it or identify it. So I just want to say hi to uh, who's turned up. There's Nicole. Good morning. Hello, and Christine. Hello. Welcome. So I'm just going to pop it up on the screen. I've chosen from my Soul Life Expression cards, my deck from the lovely Tony Riley. I've chosen this emotion. And so the word reflect. I would like to have a few, have a little bit of a discussion. If you feel like you'd like to join in with the discussion, please do. If you'd like to tell me what reflect means to you or what it means to reflect, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. When we do like reflect and reflecting on ourselves, there are a number of different connotations or I guess ways that we can look at the word reflect when it comes to our emotional well-being. Now, number one, especially when we are reflecting our emotions or seeing ourselves as a reflection in other people, when we can tend to blame. We can say, well, you know, it's not me, it's you, when really what we're doing is we're recognizing something about ourselves that we don't like. We recognize in the other person something that we don't like about ourselves, and we can be really confronted, and we can do one of two things. We can shut that down and go about our day feeling really crappy, or we can look at it honestly and say, there is something like our soul is giving us an opportunity to reflect on how we are feeling in that moment, and that is there something that needs to change. And oftentimes when we become uncomfortable in our emotions, it is our soul or our spirit reminding us that there is something in our belief system that is either changed or changing, something that we're letting go. Hi, Jen, how are you? So, the other thing I would like to, so that's one aspect of reflection, and that comes up a lot in our day to day interactions with people. I know even myself, then I automatically go to, oh, I don't like the way that person makes me feel. Immediately, it's there all the time, and then I try and catch myself when that happens because I know that that doesn't actually make me feel okay, and it doesn't help me resolve this discomfort that I'm feeling. And I recognize, hopefully I do that. I recognize that there's something for me to look at. The other thing when it comes to the way we interact with people and the word reflect is that in uh, self-awareness work or emotional empowerment work or soul well-being work if you want, is we can use the word reflect to look at our own behavior in almost like an arm's length or third party way. And I don't know if anyone's ever, like the way I like to look at this is that I have taught myself to look out or become aware. I can look at myself outside of myself when I'm having a conversation with somebody and I'm feeling uncomfortable. So in sort of in retrospect, I suppose I'm having the conversation. The other person is there, so I'm connected to them emotionally and energetically. But there's also the third part of me that sits here and says, "Hmm, I'm going to observe what's going on here. What's actually happening in the moment, so I can observe my feelings and reflect on that as I'm watching myself talk to this other person." And especially when we're talking about when we feel discomfort with something, when something rises up and sort of notifies us that something is not quite right, that it's ready to change. So that discomfort is really a great signal, as uncomfortable as it feels. It's a really great signal that life is changing, that you're changing, or that you've already changed, and that you're ready to peel that layer or strip back something. So self awareness and reflection is really um, a marvelous tool when you can learn to use it um, for for good and to learn to like yourself rather than, oh, it's somebody else's like, they're making me feel like this. So having said that, does anyone have, I see I've got a couple of people who have joined me. Anyone can comment if you want to, but otherwise, if you have any comments or would like to make I'll join the discussion on reflection. Any thoughts that you might have when you feel like you want to blame somebody, or when you've had times that you have reflected on and watched yourself and then allowed yourself to come out of a moment without like had a self realization with reflection. I know that that happens. At, uh, I go through cycles where still I will blame somebody. It's not me. Look at them. Look how they're behaving. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It still happens. So, and then once, because my intuition or my emotions are part of my physical reactions, I can catch it in that moment if I'm aware, if I'm doing my self awareness work. So, but having said that, I've got Nicole, Christine, and Jen have jumped on board to say hi. So just to round off, I will do a psychic reading for you guys based on the word reflection. And I'll start with Nicole. I know Nicole said it's her birthday tomorrow, so let's give you a reading for your birthday, Nicole, because I know I missed out on doing that for you the other night. So this is a good opportunity to do this now. I'm going to tune into you, Nicole, and give you a reading. I'm going to use soul to soul, heart to heart, mind to mind. Oh, okay. So, Nicole, when I tune into your heart and I'm tuning into the word reflect, I see that you very much empathize with the people that you interact with. You can see yourself a lot when you're with them, when you're in their energy, and that is actually a great asset or gift when you do your interactions with people, because I can see that you use or that you well, use it, I suppose, or that um, you utilize it, I suppose, in the best possible way. When you do interact with people, you get the most out of your conversations. It's really lovely, and it doesn't. I don't see it detracting from you either. Hi, Amanda. Welcome, welcome. And um, I will give Nicole a quick card reading because it's her birthday tomorrow. So that's change for you, Nicole. That's where things have been stuck. Now things are starting to move. This is about accepting the generosity of others. So recognize where there's support around you at the moment. I think that looking at this, that you might actually need a little bit of extra support, and that doesn't reflect weakness. It actually reflects strength when you can gather a team around you. And we have this one here. So not only are things changing, they're going to happen quickly. That's quick fire or rapid fire. So, um, I think looking at that for you, Nicole, that life is actually all of a sudden starting to shift, and you're going to, a lot of the things that you're working on are just going to go snap, snap, snap. It all change really, really quickly for you. However, it's necessary to bring in close those that support you and that want to help. Oh, Nicole says, I really love that. Oh, well, you're welcome. Okay, so this is now, Christine, we're going to do a soul to soul, mind to mind, heart to heart reading for you based on the word reflect. And yes, Shy, I will absolutely give you a bit of guidance as well. Shy's popped on board as well. So hang in there, guys. I'll do a reading for everybody. It's quite nice doing these little late night ones because it's not as rushed as my Sunday show. It's a bit more intimate. So this is for you, Christine. I'm going to tune into your energy. I'm going to find your beautiful heart. And we're going to look at the word reflect and what that means for you in this context. Oh, okay. So, Christine, I can see when I tune into your heart and focus on the word reflect, I can feel a real struggle and that you've had a struggle connecting with yourself when it comes to other people's behavior around you. I can see the struggle that I'm talking about is your uh, like you're winning, you are overcoming these, when you hit that wall or hit that obstacle of emotional, like an emotional brick wall, you actually face it head on. No longer do you turn away from it, but at the moment it is very strong and very, I guess, strident in your energy. So you are doing the hard yards at the moment, Christine, in that sort of self awareness, self reflection work. And it won't be too long that it's going to start to get easier. This is a very important step. And I know that you are doing a lot of soul work and spiritual work. It's a really vital step to move through and understand how you can how you see yourself in other people and how you can then separate yourself from their emotional state to work effectively. I'll pull a card for you as well. How's that? Whoop. So I love doing this type of work, connecting on a soul level and talking about our emotions. So, so this is for you. And that's probably demonstrates really well what I just spoke about, is that the Eight of Swords represents that external obligation that we have to the people around us. And so we lose ourselves when we feel responsible for everyone else's issues and problems. So you are actually pulling away from that and recognizing that it doesn't actually work for you. And as you're doing that, you're able to then see things in a much more um, reflective, I suppose, or distanced way, and a much like a detached way, so that it doesn't draw you in all the time and you find yourself in the middle of something. You can actually see what's going on without having to be in the middle of it. But that's what you're going through right now. And it's not like you're not, it's not dragging you down. You're actually overcoming it and doing so well. It's making you so strong. Okay, I'm getting all of your guides here, just going. So, um, I just want to be your cheer squad, Christine. Such a good thing. All right, so Christine says, you're welcome. So let's have a look at Jen. All right, so I'm going to tune into you, Jen. Finding your heart. And reflection. Oh, so Jen, like you got this one. You're actually quite intuitive and really know how to read people really well. I feel that there's a little bit of jaded in your, like a jaded sort of a sense around your how you connect with people at the moment. So, on reflection, when we're looking at the word reflect, there is a sense that it's almost like it's a little bit too much because you put a lot of effort into improving your connection to people and improving your connection to yourself, especially. And you're a little bit sort of tired of it. And that just, that tells me that you are, I suppose, uh, you've put a lot of work into it, and now I, s- I guess you need a bit of a rest from that intense work or that intense emotional work. So there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and just giving yourself a break. Have a bit of a holiday, not without having to be too like in what do you call it when you are going within? Too inward looking. Sometimes we can be a little bit too inward looking. It's time for you to have a bit of fun. You've done a lot of work, and now it's time to just consolidate that and have some fun. Okay. Oh, I'll pull a card for you, Jen. That's what I was going to do. So just hang in there, guys. We'll get to you all. But this is for you. So that's about taking your time, but also too, it's about taking yourself seriously now as well. This is like a stepping up now, taking yourself seriously and saying, I'm actually I recognize my talents and I'm ready to take those things to the next level. Okay, now let's have a look. Amanda, if you're still with me, first of all, I'm going to tune into your energy and find you out there in the ether, in the etheric, I should say, ether, in the ether. And we're looking at the word reflect, or the how we reflect and how we are coping with that. Oh, Amanda, you've got other things going on at the moment. So we need to talk about other things for you. So it's like an intensity around you right now, Amanda, that needs attention. So I guess what in this space, what I want to do is send you lots of, I guess, healing energy. There's an intensity like a rush or a hurry, and it's like your thoughts are racing, but your intuition is racing further ahead. So it's a bit difficult to align mind, body, spirit right now. And that's simply because a lot of things are happening and changing around you much quicker than you can actually visualize it or sense it in yourself. So when it comes to reflection, we don't need to talk about what to do at the moment. Is just give you a bit of support. I want to send you some healing support to help you feel comfortable while this is going on. That you don't feel like that things are out of control or too sped up. Because sometimes that can just like throw your mind, and you're actually heading in a good direction. It's very helpful. The fact that it's fast tracked just means that you don't not having time to think is often a good thing as well. So that's um, your that's allowing the outs or external influences to be blocked out. You're actually standing up for yourself a lot more, blocking them out so that you have time, and so that your thought processes belong to you and no other interference can come into it. So I guess in the reflecting space, this is a really good place to put yourself. Is that I get more that you're standing up for yourself, even internally. It's not about saying to everyone just back off. You're actually telling yourself that you deserve more than this, and that you actually um, need time to reflect on your own thoughts. But yeah, just that sort of fast feeling that's going on around you. It's not anxious or anything like that, but I can feel where it's like your thoughts aren't catching up to everything. It will slow down soon, but it's simply you're being fast tracked right now. So, so Shy says, "Hope you've been well." I have, yes. So let's have a look. Um, let's see. We got oh, Shy, you lovely. I see your face too. Yes. Okie doke. Yep, I'll get to everybody. Alrighty, so this is for Shy. So tuning into your heart. And we're looking at the word reflect or the emotion or what reflection means for you right now. Oh, so Shay, you're in an interesting space right now. So your energy tells me that you can see clearly the intention and the emotions and where everyone's coming from around you. Uh, that you're ready to take that next step where you're going to stand up for yourself and not um, pretend that you can't see it. You have actually quite strong insight and intuition, and you're ready to step into it and own it. So that when you do speak up for yourself, it's coming from a place of power. So that the ability to see and the ability to stand up for yourself are sort of two separate things right now, and they're going to be coming together so that when you speak your truth, it comes through with such strength that uh, it won't be able to be um, like shut down. And so you'll say, oh, well, that's what you think, but I'm going to stand by my own opinion and my own way. So this is for you then, Shy, a card. So this is about choice. This tells me that your world is opening up pretty soon, and that you'll have, actually, it's probably I think it's happening right now. You've actually got many, like a couple of different avenues available to you to go down, and just you're a little bit worried about making the right choice for yourself. So the lovers um, tells us that sometimes there are things that look pretty juicy, and we're not really sure whether we're making that decision based on passion or addiction or for for our own good logic and all those sorts of things. But I really feel that the fact that once you marry those two together, which is, of course, lovers as well, of your strength and belief in your own. Sorry, not belief. You already believe it, but when you're ready to own your truth, which is coming, you'll be a force to be reckoned with, and there'll be no doubt about the path that you want to take. So that's really where you're heading. So well done. So here's Kiri, and Kiri says, really need some lovely energy. Absolutely, we'll send you some lovely energy. And Shai says, very intuitive. Yes, definitely, definitely, definitely. It's that marrying those two together, Shai. They're sort of little separate balls at the moment, but they're going to come together. Now, let's see. I see you, Kira. Yeah, let's do one for you. I'm going to tune into your energy, and then we'll do Gail, and then I'll wind up. So let's have a look. Kiri, we're looking at your heart to heart, mind to mind, soul to soul. And based on we're looking at the word reflect, because that's the word tonight. Oh, okay. So, Kiri, what you're doing at the moment is that you are racing 2 and 3 steps ahead, often, like at the moment, all the time at the moment. So, you've worked it out and you're racing 2 and 3 steps ahead, then you have to come back again. So, you're working things out, you're reflecting, the reflection is there, you've got it sorted. Uh, where it's not, where you're not in tune with the word reflect is that once you get it, is to take your time to actually absorb it and to um, make it part of who you are before you move forward again. So it's when you reflect, just take a moment before you just say, I'm going to go. But you get it and then you race ahead without all the information that you need. So the word reflect for you would be, yes, you get it. Just take a moment until it sort of sits well with you, and then you can move 2 steps forward. But you tend to move 2 steps forward and think, oh, hang on, I didn't get all that information. So you have to come back again, get it, and then go ahead again. So, but that's a little bit of a pattern for you at the moment. But let's pull a card. I think that maybe that's why your energy is a little bit out. You get it. You have you've got it. Absolutely got it. But you don't have to race off straight away once you get it. So this is for you. So this is take it this about I'm wondering whether you're needing to ask for some more money or that you're looking for some more money at the moment. This doesn't normally come up like that, but yeah, there's some um like there is something, either assets or money available to you. It just is requires that you ask for it, or that it's going to be offered to you, and please say yes when it turns up. It could be assistance, physical assistance, financial assistance, or some sort of an asset. So, and I think that you're going to need that to move forward and to trust. Okay, yeah, all right. Pay hasn't come in yet. There you go. You might have to actually ask for it, Kiri. So let's have a look. Thanks for the lovely compliments, by the way, guys. Thank you so much. So, Gail, let's tune in for you. Look at your heart and the word reflect. Reflect is the word of the evening, and how we respond to that emotionally. So we're doing heart to heart, mind to mind, soul to soul. Oh, Gail, you are also. Let's have a look. So you're very much like you have that same sort of little bit same energy that I described about Curie, where you get the insight and you tend to race ahead with the information. The reflecting part, let me just go back, and it's a little bit different to Curie. Curie like um physically moves forward and then has to physically come back. Yours is a little bit different, but you're doing the same sort of pattern of behavior. Let me have a look. Yes. You're sort of in a bit of stuckness at the moment too, so there's a little bit of a side issue going on there. You just go back into your heart. Hmm. See now. All of your information has gone. I'm gonna pull a card. I want to go. Went back into your energy, and it's all disappeared. So I'm going to use that to reflect back to you some information. It it made that sort of sense. I felt um, like, hmm, I wasn't worried or scared. I wasn't worried about being exposed. It was more that maybe it's really hard to describe. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and identify the feeling I'm getting here from that. Just bear with me, guys. This is a process, right? I would say that. Okay, thank you. That the energy was high, and I was able to connect to you, Gail, and then the energy was gone. So that tells me, and there was no good or bad with that. It was just the information just disappeared. So that tells me that information and energy is coming in and then going out again, and then coming in and then going out again. So there's no consistency at the moment with your connection to yourself, and perhaps even to the spirit world as well. So um, that would be, I would find it very difficult to trust that um, I could go in and then connect with that energy or that information. So let's see if we can glean something else from that. I might pull a card for you on that. Again, I don't feel anything negative or bad about it or slow. It just is. It's just the situation right now. So I would say, if on reflection, on reflection, I would say that you get the information when you need to have it, so that you can get some confidence, and then when it'll be taken away when you need a rest, when you need to have a break from it, so that it's not too. Because I would imagine, sitting in your energy now that I understand it, is that if you're getting information constant, you're going to burn out. Like, you're going to literally and hate it, and uh, fall on the floor in a heap. And but it'll still be pulling from you. So when you feel that it slows down or shuts down, it's because your soul and your guidance are helping you have a break so that you can replenish your energy again. It's not taken away or that it's not consistent per se. It's just that they're working with you so that you don't burn out. Because uh, I just get it. Your guides, your soul, you all are working together towards a really, I guess, a happy outcome or a working outcome. Because I really feel that everyone, all of your parts want to work together effectively and bring some beauty to this world. So here's this for you, teacher, teacher, and wisdom. Oh, let me just get that right. Teacher, wisdom, and but this tells me that you're ready. You're ready to. You're no longer the student. You've graduated. How's that sound? So, alrighty. Oh, here's right, Michelle. Oh, that's okay. Oh, Michelle, I'm so excited for you. Oh, yes, of course you haven't been coming on Thursday, but I knew that you were feeling a little bit tired. And it was difficult for you, poor darling. Now, let's see. I'm going to tune into your energy. Um, and we're going to do heart to heart, mind to mind, soul to soul. It's funny, Rochelle, you haven't even popped in my mind that you haven't been coming to Thursdays. And again, that's really interesting. Not that I have forgotten about you, but yeah, I haven't needed to reflect on that. It's interesting. But I'm so pleased that you're here tonight, and I'll definitely be sending you some healing energy. But let's have a look at you. And on reflection, oh, you're going through lots of changes. Yes, you actually needed to have some time out, right? Is that so that uh, it's just, I guess, to deal with day to day rather than higher energy stuff. But also, I really feel like it feels like you've sort of been stuck in your day to day and not being able to extend yourself into that higher realms. My feeling on that, reflecting on that, is that you've needed to sort some things out in real time. And so to escape from that would mean that you wouldn't be able to sort them out. So tying up loose ends, making some really important decisions about your future and where you want to go, but sort of having to sort of stay in some not so pleasant feelings so that you can make those decisions that are right for you. Because I feel that once Bob is born, you're heading in a completely different direction work-wise, and you're going to make some really healthy decisions about how you want to use your energy and use your time. And I feel that again. I want to talk about work, back to work definitely, and good money, and even better hours or better work conditions for you. And all simply because you've been sitting in a space where you've had to experience or that you've allowed yourself to experience some like real time discomfort. And not only physical but emotional as well, mental and like mental discomfort as well, but in a good way, not too distracting, but in a really good way. Good night, Shy. Thank you so much. And you're welcome, Gail. So that's for you, Michelle. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for joining in. I really appreciate it. Think about the word reflect and what that means for you. It really is a important tool in self-awareness if you are able to detach yourself and reflect on your actions. You're welcome, my love. Okay, so that's all from me. I will say goodnight. I'm back tomorrow. We're going to do some psychic development work. Um, we might go revisit auras again, and but I'll see you tomorrow night, same bat time. Much love. Have a great rest of the evening, and a lovely day tomorrow. And I'll do my sign off music. Bye for now.